Show you guys a little trick to give you a little idea on your how much tension you got on your tensioner, and also you can check tensioners like this. Get you a torque wrench, start playing around with the foot-pounds or whatever. This is a Newton-meter torque wrench, so I had to convert it to foot-pounds. But as you can see, I got a belt already on it, and it's set on 36 foot-pounds right now. And see if you can hear it click. As soon as it barely starts to move, okay, you can see the tensioner. So right here at this point with this belt, I have 36 foot-pounds of tension. Now my tensioner maxes out about 44 foot-pounds. So I'm going to pull the belt off and I'm going to show you. Now I got the belt off, there's no tension on the tensioner. I'm going to set the torque wrench at 25 foot-pounds to just show you where it's got 25 foot-pounds at. See, it ain't, that's all the way loose. So all the way loose is 25 foot-pounds roughly. And I'm going to show you all the way tight. This is set at 44 foot-pounds. As you can see, right at about max, it clicks. So max is 44, so you want to be a little less than max. You want to give it a little bit of room. See, I got mine marked. That mark right there is all the way maxed. There's middle, then of course all the way this side's all the way loose. So you want to be about between max and the middle, roughly, on your tension to get the best tension on your belt. That's just a little tip I wanted to show you guys. One thing I do not like about this tensioner that came with the Edelbrock kit is this pulley right here is plastic. I've already changed it once because the grooves got screwed up, but I'm going to try to find a metal one the same size as this and switch this over to a metal one. I've got a 2.7 Grip Tech ordered. Still waiting on a buddy of mine to let me know on some injectors that he's supposed to have for me. And I got to get the valve body for the transmission, then taking this thing back and getting it turned up. We'll see what it makes. I'm going to try to push it whatever I can on 93. I ain't going to go race gas just yet. We might later, don't know yet. But I just wanted to show you that little tip. And also, if you seen my last video about Edelbrock installing nitrous jets inside the vacuum line for the bypass valve, that is factory. They do that for drivability issues. I was having a really bad surge on the cold starts because the bypass valve was staying shut. Well, somewhat shut. It wasn't fully shut, and it would surge and stuff and cause a little bit of issues at idle until it warmed up. And it still done it when it was warm, but not as bad. But I've noticed now, since I pulled that jet out, it doesn't surge anymore. So, but it was so small of a jet. It was a size 15 jet that they had in that. And I've got it pulled out. I've took it up the road and tried it out and stuff, but I'm going to try to get it to the track because it comes into boost a lot faster now, a lot harder. Should get a lot better 60 foot. I'll try to get it to the track a couple more times before I change the power level to try to see what I can get. But then again, here lately it's really been hot. Been 80, 90 degrees, 34, 3700 DA. So I don't look for any kind of record times in this kind of weather. But should still be able to see a 60 foot improvement at least. But we'll see how that goes. But I just want to show you a little tip about belt tensioners. You can also do that to try to gauge if your tensioner springs wore out. Usually about 30s, somewhere into 30s is usually good. But high 20s, mid 30s, still good tension. just depending on the type of tensioner and stuff. But that's just a little test and little demonstration I just want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the belt that I'm running right now. This is a 3.25 pulley. Then of course the Edelbrocks have the separate dampener stuff. This outer ring measures 7.5 inches. This is 3.25. This is about a 10 psi pulley on a 5.7, that setup. But where I got the cam and stuff, you always lose a pound or two. I lose 1.5 pounds, and it only peaks at 8.5. Sometimes it'll hit 9 in good weather, but just wanted to touch on that. And the belt that I run, the belt that I'm running on this combination, that's the part number. It's a Gates green belt. I'm gonna do a cold start for you guys, just for the heck of it. Still got just a tiny bit of surge, but it ain't bad. It was really bad before. We'll have him tune on that when I take it back and change the pulleys and stuff a little bit, but it's not nowhere near as bad. It's just on cold starts. all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe.